Miami loses to Rutgers and finishes the season 7-6. And honestly, my biggest takeaway is it's the same old Miami that we've seen for years. Undisciplined. You had Jacoby George had 3 penalties in the game, 1 holding, 1 after the play, and another personal foul. You had Bobby Washington hitting the punter for no reason. You had a special teams blunder. You had false starts on 4th down by the defense. It's just the same old Miami, right? You guys know I rock with Mario Cristobal. But, I mean, the results are on the field. The results are on the field. We can talk about recruiting classes. We can talk about if this, if that, but this, but that. But your record and what your score is, that's players and coaching. And I believe the coaching, they're doing a terrible job. And I believe the players are doing a terrible job. It's one thing to lose, but to lose like penalties. We take the lead. The defense gets a stop. And what does our offensive coordinator do? It was like, I'm okay with I don't know what he was thinking. Keep in mind, Shannon Dawson, you are a offensive coordinator that says, I'm not trying to milk the clock. I'm trying to score more. Something like that you said after the Texas A&M game. I want somebody to ask him, what was he thinking after Xavier Restrepo broke our season record, the school's single season record for receptions, and what were you thinking after we scored the touchdown, or after we took the lead and got the ball back? Because I feel like after that we just shit the bed offensively. We just stopped doing anything. When you look at the clock management, the first half clock management, I did not mind Mario not calling the timeout. My thinking with that is I would rather control when I can call a timeout. I would rather control when I can call a timeout than to call a timeout and stop the clock for them. Because if they get that first down, then they have more time, more chances they can score. If I let the 30 seconds run off and they don't get it, then cool, I have 2 timeouts. And if we get stopped in the middle of the field, then I can call a timeout. The second half is a little bit different because we ended the game with 2 timeouts. So, I don't know, man. My biggest takeaway when it comes to the coaching and to this is just the same old Miami team that we've seen. Outside of a couple different years, you take away a couple different years. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to the Kane Gang members. Those are the names you see on the screen, and I appreciate you guys for going above and beyond to help support your boy and support this channel. If you're not a member of the Kane Gang, then what are you waiting for? You will get video shout outs like this one, member-only videos, player cut-up videos, huddle breakdowns, a logo next to your name. Come on now. All that for only $1.99 a month. Just hit that join button right next to the subscribe button, or you can hit the link in the description to get signed up. To the Kane Gang members, I truly, truly appreciate you guys. And for those who don't want to do the extra content, no big deal, because you taking time out of your day to like, subscribe. It truly means the world to me, and you guys have changed my life. I appreciate you so much. Back to the video. And this is the same Miami team. Bowl game comes around, we can't win a bowl game. Last year, we couldn't get to a bowl game. I don't care how bad it was last year. That's no excuse. 2 years in, no bowl win. That's no excuses. Yeah, we were missing players, but hey, we recruit, right? We recruit, right? Well, then those guys should have been ready to play. Let's talk about Ja'Cory Brown. JB11, I want to thank you for everything you've done at Miami. You've handled yourself with class, professionalism. When you didn't play this year, you didn't whine, you didn't complain. You went out there and you played a decent game. You were 20 of 32, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 48 yards rushing, and 2 rushing touchdowns. You look at that and some people may say, well, hey, he's our quarterback of the future. No. The man can't throw the ball in the middle of the field. You cannot have a successful team if your quarterback cannot throw in the middle of the field. All he was throwing was hitches and out routes. That's about it. He did throw the very first play, a deep post to Jacoby George, who played one of his worst games in his career, and Jacoby George dropped it. But he can't consistently throw the ball over the middle of the field, which limits you in the offense. The whole reason we keep those timeouts is just in case Brown throws the ball in the middle of the field and somebody makes a tackle. But we can't do that because everything's to the outside. 5-yard hitch, 6-yard hitch. Hell of a throw to Xavier Restrepo. I believe that was a flag route going to the outside pylon. But you can't be limited. You can't just say, okay, we're going to build our offense around a quarterback who only can throw to the sidelines. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Hate or love it. Right now, I'll go back and watch the film, but that's how I feel right after the game. I will say this. These coaches failed us this season, not letting Brown be our red zone quarterback. Do you guys remember in the Louisville game when we drove all the way down with a chance to tie the game and we couldn't get the ball in? Wouldn't it have been nice to have a mobile quarterback like Ja'Cory Brown? Now, yes, he can't hurt you in the middle of the field, but he is dangerous in the red zone area. There's no reason we shouldn't have had him playing this year in a Wildcat package. I don't care if he acts the red shirt or not. You're the coach. Who's running the team? Now, when it comes to the whole Jacoby George, and I already talked about the penalties, but what make the penalties today so bad is this is stuff that's been happening all year. Jacoby George and Brashard Smith have been slapping players all year. Players been grabbing towels. Keontre Smith had that penalty in the North Carolina game. Now let's talk about the defense. Now, if you guys watched my preview for this game, I said you have to stop the running game and you will win the game. We didn't stop the running game. They almost had 100 yards in the first quarter. The running back ended up getting the MVP of the game, 25 carries, 163 yards, 1 touchdown with the 40-yarder being his longest. And he could have had more than that if the offensive coordinator for Rutgers, one possession, they threw the ball 3 straight times. I said, oh, thank you, Lord. Every time that quarterback dropped back, I said, oh, thank you, Lord. Because if we all they could do was run the ball. Now look at Coach G. Again, I understand we have people opted out, but I also understand these are the players you coach. These are the players y'all recruited. They're on the field. They have a Miami Hurricane decal on. They are a logo on. They should be able to stop a one-dimensional team. The quarterback was doo-doo water. Every time that quarterback dropped back for Rutgers, I was so happy because I knew only good things from Miami was happening. When they ran the ball, I was worried because we got bullied. And you know what? Some of it's on the coaching, but a lot of it's on the players too. Because I did see some 8-man boxes, some 7-man boxes. And what did I see? Rutgers just look y'all in the eye and just run over y'all. Be mad all you want. Say us fans are overreacting. Oh, they're overreacting again. They were just happy about a recruiting class. Now they're mad about a bowl game. Yes. Yeah, I am. But tell me where I'm lying. Tell me where I'm lying. Y'all let me know in the comments. Have we not been seeing these same penalties all year round? Why has it not been fixed? Have we not been seen in points of games where it's time to be aggressive and we just stay conservative? Have we not been seeing that all year? Mario Cristobal, have we not seen several blunders with clock management in the whole Georgia Tech situation? Now, I'm not on the whole, everything Mario does is terrible with the clock management, because there are people like that. But there's no excuse for us to be down by 2 touchdowns and us to end the game with 2 timeouts. Lastly, how did we have struggles at times this season in the red zone when you have a quarterback like Ja'Cory Brown who can do exactly what the Rutgers quarterback did? We could do the tush push. We could run the ball with our quarterback in the red zone. Why wasn't that an option? Why didn't that happen? Because the player wanted the red shirt. Who's running the team? Is this your team, Mario? So, I think I got everything off my chest. Make sure I didn't miss anything. The block punt, ridiculous. Miami loses another bowl game. I mean, guys, how can we be this bad at bowl games? Y'all let me know in the comments. Most of this is my instant reaction, but a lot of this is me just asking questions. How can the University of Miami, how can the U be this bad at bowl games? Is it the players? Is it the coaches? Is it the culture? Is it both of them? Is it bad luck? Is there any players that I want to give a shout out to? JB11, like I said, I thought he had a pretty good game. The bottom line is the man can't throw across the middle, so I don't know about him being a future quarterback, but he had a pretty good game. Shout out to Henry Parrish Jr., who came in after the injury to Mark Fletcher, Wesley Bassane. I hope both of y'all are okay. So I would say Henry Parrish Jr., Ja'Cory Brown, Isaiah Horn, I think he did some flashes. Xavier Restrepo, congratulations on breaking the record. But defensively, boys was getting bullied. I mean, boys was just getting bullied. Ruben Bain flashed in the second quarter, but after that, I don't remember calling his name. Kiko made a couple plays, but at the end of the day, we got ran over through, and we lost the game to Rutgers. Going into the off season, it's just going to sting, because you win this game, you have a top recruiting class, you have a bowl win, you have an 8-win season, and you're going into playing Florida, and you're feeling good. Last game of the year, I hate that it ended on a loss. You guys give me your questions in the comments, and I'll be trying to make content with that, along with other news that's going to drop. For all my Kane Gang members, I will be doing a lot of content over there, film reviews and stuff like that. Make sure you watch the videos and look at the instructions, because YouTube's been a little tricky with me using actual game film, so I'm trying to figure a way to get that to y'all a little bit better. But we're going to keep things rolling into the off season. Never stop grinding, never stop shining. Another season has come to the end, and I want to say I appreciate everybody who watches the channel. Miami 24, Rutgers 31. Miami finishes this season 7-6. Mario Cristobal, year 3 is a big year, my friend. Year 3. You know what? I'm never going to say the Mario Cristobal. I'm never saying that again until I see a difference in this team. I got to see something special for me to say that ever again. That's the vow I can make. That's the only vow I can make. I'm never doing again, Mario, we got to see some action, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.